Hey guys, what's happening? Castle Bravo here, and making this video because I keep getting questions as to how I do this stuff. So I kind of wanted to sort of show off my Minecraft world as kind of like an art gallery of what I've done so far, and in the process try to explain how I've done all these. So let's get going. So here you can see there are a lot of 8-bit looking characters. And all these characters here, from that one all the way around and all the way back there, all the way over here to this one, they're all from a show called Code Monkeys. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's pretty hilarious. A short explanation of it is that it's a video, or it's a program about a video game designer or a video game programming company, I guess, from the 1980s. So the whole show looks like an 8-bit Nintendo game, and yeah, I thought it was pretty hilarious. It's actually not on TV anymore, but if you can find it for download or find, I don't know, you can go to like, I think it was on a station called G4, and you can go to like their website and order DVDs and shit, or anyway. But that's the show. Now, the way I did these, and actually these sprites here are all from Final Fantasy games. A couple of them are from Final Fantasy VI, and a couple of them from Final Fantasy IV. But the way I've done from all these ones that are standing on end, all of these here, what I did was, oh yeah, that's my house. I haven't really done anything on that because I've been focusing on these, but anyway, the way I've done all of these is that I took a piece of graph paper, right? Now, for the Code Monkeys characters, I had to rip the show onto my computer, and then I would take a screenshot and zoom in on it, and then I would count out as many blocks as I needed for each thing. So, like, say for this one, typically I would outline all the black parts first to make an outline of the character on graph paper, label them all black, and then anything that was a large piece just to be filled in, like for instance the side of his arm or the bottom part of his robe, I would just label it a color so it would avoid me from drawing all kinds of unnecessary crap. But yeah, basically just drawed it with a pencil on a piece of graph paper and labeled out the colors as close as I could get them. I used dirt for some things instead of brown because I thought they looked better. You know, little things like that. And but yeah, that's all I did was I used graph paper, mapped them all out, and then I came into Minecraft with my piece of graph paper handy, and I would slowly start to build them. And some people ask, you know, do you build them one line at a time so you don't get lost, or do you do like big chunks, or you know, how exactly do you build them? Well, it's different for each one. It kind of goes how I feel like it, but typically I'll make an outline, and you know, I'll make an outline of a chunk, and then I'll fill in the chunk, and then I'll make another outline and then fill that in, and you know, it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. Piece by piece it'll get filled up, and usually I work from, well, in all these ones standing up, I work from bottom to top, obviously, because it's easier, even though I have the flying mod on. But I'm just going to get some more light here. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that's the whole secret to these upright ones. And I know it's not really much, but you know, these were fairly easy to do. They were good practice. And I have to say, like, I have to give credit to my wife for that, because she actually came up with the idea of mapping stuff out on graph paper and doing pictures on Minecraft. So I stole the idea from her, just so you guys know. And that picture down there is actually the last one that I did without help, and I'll get to that in a second, but that's Bahamut from Final Fantasy IV. It's the first big one I did. And I actually didn't use graph paper for that. I just used a JPEG image and sort of built it from the ground up. I approximated the colors, but I think it came out alright. Now for all these ones laying down, this is the first one I did, and it's actually my most famous one so far, but this one is Goddess from Final Fantasy VI, for those of you that haven't seen that. It's one of the end bosses. Anyway, how did I do this one? Well, there's a program called SpriteCraft. Google it. It's really easy to find. What you do is you take an image off your computer, load it into SpriteCraft. SpriteCraft then, based on the texture pack that you select, it will build the finished product and show you what it looks like in a PNG image. So you can then save that to your computer and use that as a template to sort of build everything off of. So that's how I did that one. I transferred a GIF image of the actual sprite from the game using SpriteCraft, and then I used that picture to lay the blocks down one by one. So I cheated a little bit, but you know, I still put a lot of time into this. I did lay every single one of these blocks one by one. For those of you that, for those of you that don't believe me, I don't really have any way to prove it, but I'm standing by that. All of these pictures that I've done so far and that I plan to do in the future, I have placed all the blocks one by one. So, you know, this is the same thing. Chimera from Final Fantasy IV. No wait, that's from Final Fantasy VI, sorry. But Chimera, I transferred the image with SpriteCraft, built it one by one. Mr. Chupon from Final Fantasy VI, same thing. And all these big ones, they're all done by making a new image from SpriteCraft and building them one by one. This is Poltergeist from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, same thing. Now, I have noticed, because I've downloaded a new version of SpriteCraft since I started doing these, and the new version of SpriteCraft actually has an option where it will create a template file that you can save to your computer, and then using a program like MCEdit, which incidentally is how I make these giant square boxes that I contain these in. Yeah, I use MCEdit to make these giant holes. So it's a hell of a lot easier than digging this shit out one by one. That's just stupid. So I use MCEdit to carve these giant holes. Now, like I was saying, the new version of SpriteCraft has an option where you can save a file called a template file. I forget the actual extension of it, but you can save that to your computer, import it into MCEdit, and then just lay it all in one giant piece in MCEdit. Like, it will do all the work for you. And I don't agree with that. I haven't done that. And for those of you that don't believe me, like I said, I have no way to prove that. But I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. Even though the option is there for me to cheat and just lay everything as one giant piece, I don't do that. So anyway, guys, that's all I've accomplished so far. I suppose I could take you into my house, but like I said, I haven't really done anything on it. I don't even remember why I built it. Like, I have all these empty rooms. I was putting art on the walls and stuff, but yeah, everything in here is empty. So yeah, it's just it was something I had planned on working on and then never did because I was having too much fun making pictures. So yeah, I did make a couple balconies though, so I could see some of this stuff a little easier. But so yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope this answers some of your questions. And if you have any other questions about this or anything else that I do, feel free to ask, and I'll try to get to it. So thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.